Libra, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing a financial reading for you. It's not a personal read, so take what's for you and leave the rest behind, but sticking around long enough to know the difference. Also, it is timeless. Take this energy from the time you see the video to a few weeks out. We are going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle or two, whatever may need to come out. Let Spirit address some things for you at this time. I feel like the things you need to focus on, something that you really need to focus on at this time. You have round and round. Number 25 here. Anything else for Libra at this time? Anything else? No, that will be it. Okay. Round and round. I feel like a situation that keeps presenting itself. I feel like you need to take care of it. Something you're putting off, taking care of, you need to deal with it. And so it stops coming back around again. But also I feel like what comes around goes around. So be mindful of anything from the past, any wrongs that you may have done in the past, or I just feel like history repeating itself. So just be mindful of that. Karma does come back as well. I want to make sure I tell somebody. It may have to do with something being present in your life that once was before. And you'll be having to deal with it because there was never closure on it. Okay, round and round. Essential meanings. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break. Revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. The Oracle's message. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level. Looking down into your circumstances, you will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Your prosperity message. If you are in a scenario that appears to be an echo of something that's already happened in the past in your work life, it is because you're being invited to see what you couldn't see before. This is a perfect time for you to look at the deeper motives you have and your attraction to the opportunities and people who have entered your life to be part of your journey to prosperity. Who helps you navigate? Who sabotages you? Who supports you? What are the familiar signs and your responses to them? When you find yourself in a repeat of a pattern of the past, it's a good time to get a coach or mentor who can help you see what you can't on your own. Repeat what works, not what doesn't. Then you will free yourself from the old cycles and cease going round and round. It feels like you didn't learn a lesson from something. Whoa. 3 of Cups in the reverse here. Funny that jumped out just as I said you didn't learn something, your lesson from something. Someone here may make decent money and you're having an issue finding true love. You're having an issue trusting people because you've found out in the past that it feels like more than once. Could have been once, but more than once you were sought after because of what you have, the car you drive, the fact that you own your own house. This may also be needing to cut people out, because the 3 of Cups can be about your soul tribe, about the people that you surround yourself with and party with, perhaps, or it looks like toasting to the good life. Some people may not deserve to be in there. They didn't put the effort or the work in. I feel like someone dragging you down too, and every time you think you're getting a foothold on it, you take advice from this person, or someone may, when we were talking about the round and round, and within the card it said seeking out advice from a mentor or somebody with maturity on the subject. You may need to talk to someone about a friend. Could be a family member, but I feel like friend, that you end up in a negative situation all the time because of this person. Just when you think you're getting ahead, they come in with their story or whatever, and you try to help them, and it brings you down too. I feel like you keep feeling sorry for someone. You need to talk to their parents, talk to their their friends that you don't usually talk to, or this could have to do with somebody at work as well, trying to help them out, and in reality this person is trying to get you to do their work, and it takes away from your own. So just be mindful of that. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, getting more focused. It popped out over here, so I will leave it there. Getting more focused. Taking the time to learn something, find some things out about your situation, about maybe about learning some more things about your job. But I feel like trusting somebody with it that knows what they're talking about. Not just you may have got some advice at a job that you're new at from someone that you think has been there a while. They look like they know what they're talking about. They look like they know their shit and what you can and cannot do. In reality, this person's only been there a few months before you, and they just seem like they've been there forever, and they're giving you bad advice. So just be mindful of that. Focus on the prize and talk to somebody who actually has been there for a long time. All right, what else do we have for Libra at this time? We have the Two of Pentacles. Kind of being in the midst of juggling things. Trying to, really working hard to keep afloat. Doesn't matter. It seems like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It seems like something is always going into default. It feels like you're in one of them, those times when it seems like you pay one thing and then the next thing is at default the next day. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm needing to get a budget. I feel you keep going around and around with this robbing from Peter to pay Paul kind of energy here, and you're too busy paying attention to this. I'm looking at this too. Look at him. He's staring at these pentacles, trying to make sure that he keeps a balance and at least keeps him from dropping down and losing things. And in the back here, there are ships. The ships coming in here. You're so focused. I feel like not noticing this tidal wave coming in because you're too focused on just this stuff here. And there's other things that you need to be paying attention to. Sometimes we can't avoid that, but it just feels like just be aware of it. That in the midst of all that as well, I'm looking at the fact that he's doing all this juggling, but he's on solid ground. He's not out there. He's not out there, and he's at least paying attention to what he needs to do. It may go back to this friends that distract you, trying to get you to go out, trying to get you to spend money on vacations and stuff you can't afford. You have the Five of Cups here. Don't worry about something that hasn't gone through yet. I feel like saying don't focus on that with this Five of Cups. It's about focusing on things that are failures or things that didn't work out for you. You have plenty of opportunity here. Just turn around. They're right there. There's a way to get. There is some kind of a way to get where you want to be. You just got to look harder for it and stop focusing on that business. You have the Death card. The Death card is about something abruptly ending, uncomfortably so. But it brings change. It brings a positive change. Something negative brings a positive change. Breaking something down to its core and getting it out of your life altogether. I feel like someone may be presented with either you take this other position or we have to let you go. Maybe some downsizing in a company, possibly, something to that effect. And they're like, you need to take this position or you need to go. I feel like it'll end up being a positive outcome from that if you stay and, for some of you, if you stay and do whatever the job is, or for some of you, if you go, relieve a lot of stress. Maybe this job stressed you out. You're worried about keeping your job with this Five of Cups possibly, but it's going to end no matter what. And something is going to come to a head here, but it's going to be a positive change in the long run. You'll be able to build something better from it. You have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. I don't think you can see it. This is beginning on the verge of getting everything you ever wanted, I feel, but you just can't see it. With it in the reverse, I feel like you've been here before. You've been in this place before. You have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck overshadowing the read here, Libra. It feels like you have your heart set on something and heart set on an outcome of some sort here. I do feel like with this in the reverse, it's kind of past tense. Like maybe you worked hard to try to get to a certain place in your life in the past. And just didn't make it. I do feel like letting go of something. You got to let go of some things here. You may have been holding on to the things you thought you wanted, and really the reality is something else will make you happier. And this may, if you keep holding on to this, but you keep asking the universe for something better, wanting something better, setting intentions for something better, it's going to take out the old and in with the new, right? And that's what it feels like here. A change in that, the way those things are going. All right, let's pull some cards for clarity for Libra at this time. What does Libra need to know about this energy here and what's going on for them? Ooh, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse here. Jumped out over here, so I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it right here, actually. I'm feeling like this friend, there might be a friend that distracts you from what you need, or what you're doing. They keep interfering somehow. You keep letting them interfere, though. But with the Queen of Wands, I feel like this is describing this person. Like they're not... They want a different life. They want it handed to them. You just got to be aware of that. They're not trying to learn anything from. They keep going through this over and over again, and they're not learning anything from it. You've got to take it upon yourself to learn from it. You may have to cut this person out. I want to say at this point. Stop. I feel like you're being a enabler. So just be mindful of that, that you don't fall into that category. What else for Libra at this time? What else do they need to know about this energy? Anything else they need to know about this energy? We're going to take, whoa, we've got a few here. We have the Hermit in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. And the Page of Wands. Someone tried to tell you. Someone may have tried to warn you about something. I don't think some advice was taken at one point when it comes to learning some lessons, right? I feel like with this Knight of Swords, let me do it like this, because they did come out together. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is maybe not, I feel like in the past, not accepting advice from people, thinking that you knew best, right? And then you've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse as well. This feels like you, this was you in the past. You ran through life with your blinders on, looking straight ahead, willy-nilly, not caring who you hurt in the process, and or hurting. In reality, you end up hurting yourself. I feel like with this Page of Wands, this is something. It could be this experience here. Something abruptly happening to make you stop and look. Make you stop and see the error of your ways here. Learning lessons. And then you have this Hermit, in the reverse. You can't do things all by yourself. You can feel like it's all by yourself, but you always got spirit behind your back, right? I feel like this is you acknowledging them. Acknowledging that there are guides in your life that, keep you from jumping over cliffs, right? That keep you from certain things that you feel makes you fail, but in reality, it keeps you from totally failing. It keeps you from going over that edge to the point of real failure. I'm gonna put this right here with that because I feel like it's you not doing things doing this by yourself. This could be a person, but I feel like it's more like spiritual energy here, karma and uh, things coming back in that once were. I'm going to pull a few cards on other energy. Actually, let me put this right over here. Is there anything else? Whoa, right there already. You got the Hermit over here again in the reverse. The Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. The Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the Death card again. Reiterating. I guess that's the end of this, because it's kind of bringing the energy back out. But this is something else besides that, okay? It can relate to it somewhat, but I feel like this is something that's going on with somebody else, or some others of you. The Hermit in the reverse. You're doing something with somebody else. You are, you may have in the past thought it better to go a certain route, but I don't feel like you honored yourself in the decision you made. It could have been your career choice or your job choice or family choices. Not going the route that your family wanted you to go on. We have the Knight of Coins. You, I feel like, looked straight ahead, right? You looked straight ahead and you didn't, you're not seeing, so I think you're not, you've not seen some things that were going on because you were so focused on your future and what you wanted to do, which could also be that going against family wishes or the wishes of others for your future. You have the Knight of Wands. I feel like you, at this time, this is you beginning to rethink what you've done. Rethink the choices that you've made. Not necessarily about, the family choices, but I feel like you're just reevaluating some things and really wanting to learn more, learn something different. I do feel like with this Ten of Swords in the reverse, I feel like you hurt somebody. I'm not sure necessarily this is you. I think in the past you thought somebody was out to get you. You thought somebody was trying to give you advice. Could have been a family member, a close friend, and you thought they were just trying to hinder your progress. So you like cut them off and you maybe had a falling out with them over it. And I do feel like this is in the past. So I feel like you're rethinking how things went. Maybe you've went through some things here that, because you have the Death card. I'm really feeling like there's a possibility this person has passed on. And now you can't talk to them. This is so sad. Feeling like you can't go back in time. You want to, wishing you had said something differently to them. You hurt their feelings. You hurt them. But I feel like in the past, I do feel like now they've passed on. I feel like, I don't always feel that way about the Death card. I mean, it can come up sometimes in that way, but really right now, I feel like this is something, things that you can't take back, you wish you could. They can still hear you. And if you feel like you need to apologize, let them know. I feel like they're proud of you too. Any successes that you've come to, but know that you could have done it easier if you'd have listened to them. And I feel like you just need to put it out there. Sit in a dark room, or when you're going to right before you're going to sleep, when you can really set out and really just look in the dark and talk to them because they can still hear you. Wow. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to pull some Queen of the Moon Oracle for you guys to close this read. I'm going to end it on that note. I'm not going to read from the book on these. I'm just going to tell you what I see intuitively, what I feel, the message that need to come across that you need to focus on at this time as well. Something about someone's goals. Let's see. We have Void. Dark time, a lean time. Take the time to really rest up. I'm feeling like somebody may have lost their job at one point, and instead of keeping yourself in a stressful frame of mind. You see she's laying down here in the dark. I think this is that you need to take this time to actually rest up. I think that maybe you've spent a lot of time working hard and taking on a lot of stresses, and you're pushed to the limit, and now it's time to just the void time. Take this time to rejuvenate yourself and take care of yourself. Maybe hard to do, I know, but it feels like this is there's an emphasis on it. Okay, we got one more that went flying. Oh, extremes. And it flew that way. I felt like saying flown out the window. Throw that out the window. You have a time when you can relax and you're here stressing still. For whatever reason, you've got yourself in a stressful frame of mind. Even though right now this may have happened for a reason, and maybe with this death card you may have needed to start over, and to stop going round and round, being forced into reevaluating some things. So just be mindful of that. I feel like you need to go off on, if you've been doing something that not necessarily was the love of your life to do, I feel like going back and starting over. If you are at a time when you're a leaner time in that, don't let it stress you too much, because this is a cleansing and new, better things will be coming in for you here. All right, Libra, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.